Om Shruti Smriti Purananam Alayam Karunalayam Namami Bhagavatpadam Shankaram Lokashankaram Shankaram Shankaracharyam Keshavam Badarayanam Sutra Bhashyakritau Vande Bhagavantau Punah Punah Ishvaro Gururatmeti Murti Bheda Vibhagine Vyomavat Vyapta Dehaya Dakshina Murtaye Namaha Sadashiva Samarambham Shankaracharya Madhyamam Asmadacharya Paryantam Vande Guru Paramparam. Om Sahana Vavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavai Tejasvi Navadhitamastu Ma Vidvishavai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Parthaya Pratibodhitam Bhagavata Narayanena Swayam Vyasena Graditam Purana Munina Madhye Mahabharatam Advaita Varshinim Bhagavatim Ashtadashadhyayinim Ambatva Manusandadhami Bhagavad Gita Bhavadveshini Yam Brahma Varunendra Rudra Marudaha Stunvanti Divyai Stavaihi Vedai Sangha Padakramopanishadaihi Gayanti Yam Samagaha Dhyanavasthita Tadgatena Manasa Pashyanti Yam Yoginaha Yasyantam na vidusura suraganaha Devaya tasmai namaha Devaya tasmai namaha. Verse number 38. Shalila. Sukha dukhe same kritva.
Sukha dukhe same kritva.
Labha labhau jaya jayau.
Labha labhau jaya jayau.
Tato yuddhaya yujyasva.
Tato yuddhaya yujyasva.
Naivam papamavapsyasi.
Naivam papamavapsyasi.
Yeah. We did the next one also. Yesha te bihita sankhye.
Esha te bihita sankhye.
Buddhir yoge tvimam shrunu.
Buddhir yoge tvimam shrunu.
Buddhya yukto yaya partha.
Buddhya yukto yaya partha.
Karma bandham prahasyasi.
Karma bandham prahasyasi.
So last class we covered some important topics. we saw how we came to Karma Yoga. If you recall, we said earlier we just heard about moksha. Then we began to know more about moksha, and then the desire for moksha arose in our mind. So from simply having heard about moksha, I've heard about moksha and I want to know more, then I want moksha. This idea comes. So I become a mumukshu. Mumukshu means one who desires moksha. Then I learn more. Then I recognize that jnanena eva mokshaha. Vedanta says, jnanena eva mokshaha means by knowledge alone, moksha can be gained, not by karma, not by action. Okay. So therefore, my desire for moksha gets converted to a desire for knowledge. Okay. Knowledge of who I am, what the world is, what is Ishvara, what is the connection between me and Ishvara, and what is the connection between me and the world, Ishvara and the world. This is knowledge. Then I recognize I cannot gain this knowledge without studying the Shastram, without approaching a teacher, and so I begin to study the Shastra, guided by a teacher. Then I begin to recognize that there is some preparedness that is needed, which I need to build. And that preparedness is called Antakarana Shuddhihi. I want to gain Antakarana Shuddhihi, which I gain through what Krishna now introduced as Karma Yoga. And we defined the preparedness even more in the last class by introducing this idea called as Adhikaritvam. Adhikari means one who is prepared, one who is qualified for doing anything is called an adhikari. And in this case, one who's ready to assimilate the teachings of the Shastram is also called an adhikari. And so there is something called sadhana chatushtayam, fourfold qualifications of the adhikari. This is it. These are the prerequisites. Shastra says everywhere it's written. Vivekam, Vairagyam, Samadhi Shatka Sampatti, and Mokshitva. These are the four we reviewed in the last class. And we said this is what gives me Antakarana Shuddhihi. Or rather, this is gaining these qualifications is gaining Antakarana Shuddhihi. And Karma Yoga is what Krishna is going to talk about as the means to gain this Antakarana Shuddhi. So that is how we came from Jnanam, which is Jnana Yoga. Later on we will see. Knowing. From Jnana Yoga we came down to Karma Yoga. And so in this shloka, Krishna is saying, Yesha te abhihita sankhya. So I've taught you Sankhya Yoga or Sankhya knowledge. And now I'm going to teach you what is called, or I'm going to tell you what is called yoga. Shruno, listen, he says. So we also saw that because of this, because Karma Yoga is a means to prepare myself for Jnana Yoga, we can never say which path should I take, which path is more appropriate to me. So in America they say path, in India they say path. So now I have to decide whether I should say path or path, because I'm used to both now. So which path? How many paths? Hinduism offers many paths to moksha. So we will learn more about it. So it requires a little bit of understanding. But in this limited understanding we have, we see that Karma Yoga prepares me for Jnana Yoga. Therefore, it is not a question of two independent paths. Okay. This also we saw. And then we said that Bhagavan Shankara talks about Ishvara Prasada Nimitta Jnana Praptehe. He uses that phrase, saying that all this setup, that means what? Setup means what? I must see what moksha is. Previously, I only heard about it. Then I must approach a teacher, and I must begin to understand what is being taught. All these things are due to Ishvara Prasada. And he mentions it, which is very true. Because this comes without our asking, in a way. Because in our life, we see everything in this world except studying the Shastra. Okay, very few people get that desire from a young age. And only somehow we get pushed around and we end up in an ashram or in a setup where Bhagavad Gita and Upanishads are talk about. Therefore, Ishvara Prasada Nimittam. Anything is Ishvara Prasada. But in particular, this Shastra Patanam also Ishvara Prasada. He said that. Now, so one more phrase we have not covered in the shloka. Karma bandham prahasyasi. Prahasyasi. You will cross over. You will cross over what? Karma bandham. Bandha. Bandha is any kind of binding, any kind of restriction which is not normal is called bandha. So nobody wants to be bound to anything. The freedom, the idea of freedom is very much deeply entrenched in us. So here, very important idea that we must know. Karma bandham, the bondage of karma. This is a very important concept. Every action that we do, if you analyze, I do something with an expectation of a result. And the result, because I'm bound to the result, I really want that. And therefore, I must do this. So the expectation of results drives me to do things, which may be okay, which is fine. But because I am bound to the results, because I cannot handle outcomes, all outcomes equally. I can get, depending on the outcome, I can be elated, or if the outcome is not good, I am frustrated. And if the outcome is opposite of what I want, I am devastated. This is there throughout our life, all our pursuits, 4 types of outcomes we talked about last time, and it's always there. Correct? Therefore, I am bound. I am hooked forever. I am hooked forever. Bound. So this Shastram says, Karma bandham, karma eva bandha. Action binds. Very powerful. Action binds. Action need not bind. Only knowledge can remove the bondage. And otherwise, action binds. Because I am going to be in this chakra. It's not difficult to see. It's chakra. Chakra view mein hu already. Even before going to the battlefield, I am already in a chakra view. So to come out of this chakra view, jnanam is required. That is the key that opens the gates to freedom. So here he says, here what does he say? Look. Yoge tu imam shrunu. Imam shrunu. Now listen to this imam. This imam means this what? Buddhi. Imam Strilingam. Because buddhi is used. Buddhi means vision. Listen to this vision of yoga. By being equipped with which, buddhya yukto, yaya buddhya yukto, yuktaha. When you are equipped with this buddhi, this yoga, Hey Partha, then what happens? Karma bandham prahasyasi. You will cross over the bondage of karma. So how you can see karma yoga? Karma yoga still involves karma only. Karma yoga is an attitude, we said. We will see more what this attitude is. It's an attitude which involves a change in my vision and I do things. But I am still an ajnani. I'm still pursuing this knowledge. So how can karma remove this bondage of karma? How can this karma yoga remove the bondage of karma? The question can arise. It's an attitude after all. What is an attitude? An attitude is a state of mind which enjoys a particular vision, particular value, even without complete knowledge of the value or the vision. That is attitude. So you must have the attitude of helping others. If somebody says, that's a value. I may not really be helping others that much, but it's a value, it's always there. So I try my best to invoke that attitude when I talk to people, when I engage with people. So attitude, I bring the attitude. When somebody is constantly helping others, her job is only to, it appears like he is the most helpful person and everybody goes to that person, him or her. That person does not need the attitude anymore. Why? Because it is there in the person's blood. There is no need to deliberately invoke that attitude. So here, attitude, vision, when you're equipped with that vision, you will cross over. You really won't cross over until you get jnanam. Therefore, Bhashyakara, Shankara says, prarochanartham. Why Krishna says that? For inspiring Arjuna about the importance of Karma Yoga. Don't take this lightly. Antakarana Shuddhi is very important. Antakarana Shuddhi, if you have, that is half the battle, 3/4 of the battle won, and it's very important. And so, prarochanartham, for inspiring. Natu tatparyena, means not literally. Karma yoga cannot literally release you. It is almost as good as jnana. That is the praise that Krishna is expressing here for karma yoga. So that Arjuna can hear more about what karma yoga is. So this is what Shankara says. So that concludes the shloka. That there are two different visions, very related visions. And Yesha te abhihita sankhye, abhihita told. So told by me within brackets. And what did I tell? What was told by me? Yesha. Yesha buddhihi. The fifth word is buddhihi. And so Yesha buddhihi. Sankhya. This vision with reference to Sankhya was told by me. Yesha te, to you, te, to you. This vision of knowledge was told to you. Kama, yoge tu imam shrunu. So imam buddhihi, this vision with respect to yoga, please listen. Buddhya yukto yaya partha, he partha. Yaya buddhya yuktaha, endowed with which? With which means what? With that yoga that I am going to tell you. Karma bandham prahasyasi. You will get rid of the bondage of action. So important. Very important. So this wisdom with reference to wisdom of vision, with reference to self-knowledge, Sankhya, has so far been told to you. Full stop. Hey Partha, listen now also to the wisdom of yoga or vision of yoga, endowed with which you will get rid of the bondage of action. So what a vision it is. Look at that. It appears to say you should not do anything because action binds. Action binds means stop doing things. This is the immediate, the mind thinks like that. No, that's not what is said. Action binds, therefore, there is something more important than action that you must know while doing action. Okay, correct? Action binds, therefore, you are missing out something more important than just you doing things. And that I have talked to you about, it's called Jnana Yoga. But there is something called Karma Yoga, which is first needed in order for you to do things without being bound by things. What a vision it is. Think about it. So that's the summary of this shloka. So now let's chant this verse number 40. Yeah, Mohan Sai Krishna. Neha Abhikramanashah Asti Neha Abhikramanashosti Pratyavayo na vidyate Swalpamapyasya Dharmasya Trayate Mahato Bhayat Neha Bhikramanashosti Pratyavayo na vidyate Swalpamapyasya Dharmasya Trayate Mahato Bhayat. Yeah. You can remain unmuted. So, Krishna continuing to praise Karma Yoga. So, important point Krishna is mentioning in the shloka. Abhikramanashaha. Abhikramanashaha na asti. That is the main sentence. Iha. Iha means here, in this matter, in this topic of Karma Yoga. Abhikramanashaha nasti. There is no loss. There is no loss of effort. Yesterday, there was a question last class. Haraprasad ji asked the question. Success versus failure. So that topic is coming here. Any action undertaken by anybody, any pursuit you undertake, you are going to have different kinds of outcomes. That is why there is anxiety. So things should work out. That's why there is prayer. May things work out. This is there in everybody's life. So abhikramanasha means what? Wasted effort. Wasted effort. Always it's possible. Like here Shankaracharya gives an example. He says Krishya Dehe. Krishi means agriculture. Here's an example of agriculture. Look at that. And because the effort here is not something, it is put over so many days, weeks and months. And then you sow the seeds and you grow the crops. And so many factors are involved. Rains have to come, appropriate amount of rains have to come. Rains have to come at the right time. There should not be floods. There can't be cyclones and things like that. And too many factors are involved in having a successful outcome. Is it not? So you hear about farmers' suicides, committing suicide and all that. It's a very sad thing. Country has to take care of farmers. And they give so much to everybody else in the world. So, Krishya Dehe, Yatha Krishya Dehe, Shankara says, like or unlike in activities like agriculture, where there is a potential for loss, complete loss, not just partial loss, complete loss is possible. Such a thing is not possible, hey Partha, not possible when it comes to Karma Yoga. When you enjoy this attitude, you are not doing for the sake of Karma Phalam. Even though you want Karma Phalam, your bigger goal is what? Your bigger goal is Antakarana Shuddhi. Your goal is Antakarana Shuddhi. You are supposed to, you have to lead a life. Therefore, things have to be done, no doubt. And you must be clear about what you want. But in every pursuit, you have one thing in the back of the mind. Antakarana Shuddhi. Like what? Like parents are there, they have a child, there's a baby, and the parents' focus is completely on the baby. They do a lot of things. They go out, they work, they earn a living. Everything is going on. Same activities that were there before the birth of the child are there now also. But now what? The baby has to be taken care of. Priority one. Priority number one, correct? And so the father goes out. The mother goes out to buy something. Do something. What is the goal? The child is always there in the mind. Child is always there in the consciousness. Wherever. Constantly from morning to evening. Whatever the mother does, she has the child in her mind. Even if she's away from the child, she has the child. Correct? So that means what? Whatever is done for the sake of the child. That much commitment is there. Same thing here also. I can do whatever I want to do, but the vision is clear. Hey, I want moksha is clear. And therefore, karma yoga buddhi is also clear to me. So my goal is karma yoga. And I let go the anxiety about results. Because I am doing the best I can. And that is given. Therefore, what? The results are going to come. Whatever outcomes are there, I am ready to accept them. And I am ready to continue to do things and change course if needed. Therefore, where is the question of anxiety? And therefore, I keep my goal in mind, Antakarana Shuddhi. And so here Krishna says, Na iha abhikramanasha nasti. There can't be any loss. And he's saying one more thing. Pratyavayaha na vidyate. Pratyavayaha. Now, this loss can be there in anything. Let me finish the meaning of Pratyavaya, then we'll come back. Pratyavaya is a dosha. It's a phrase that is commonly used in our Shastra. Pratyavaya dosha. It has two meanings. One is, I do not do what I'm supposed to do. Then that dosha is called Pratyavaya dosha. And so I go to the doctor. Doctor gives me medicine and antibiotics I get, and the doctor says take it for a period of 7 days. So one in the morning, one is enough, one in the morning or one in the night. What I do, I take the antibiotics, couple of days, I feel better, and then I stop. Because I'm already better. The doctor thought I will get better in 7 days, but I'm better in 2 days itself. Oh boy, this is great medicine. I love this doctor. And of course, I don't have to take the medicine. Why? Yeah, because my experience is when I have a headache, I take medicine. When I don't have a headache, I don't take any medicine. Nobody says, I feel very good, I don't have a headache, I want to take an aspirin. Nobody says that. Therefore, I need not take these medicines. This is called omission. Now, if I do that, I can end up with problems. Right? There is a dosha. Dosha is possible, and I may actually be hurting myself. By making these organisms stronger, I have not really eliminated all the bacteria in the body, at least the bacteria that is causing the symptoms, undesirable symptoms. And so this dosha is called Pratyavaya dosha. Something that is not done properly, not done on time. Not done on time is the other type of Pratyavaya dosha. So not done at the right time. So you keep on postponing something. Same treatments. And you're supposed to do a particular treatment and you don't do it. So even here, so migraine sufferers will know this. And so when the migraine headache starts, you must act. Otherwise, what happens? So every migraine sufferer will nod their head. Otherwise, what happens? No amount of aspirin, no amount of these things will work. It will work. You have to go for other bigger, stronger medicines. And so at the right time, you must act. In certain cases, only then the proper outcomes will come. So Krishna here is saying, Pratyavayaha na vidyate. And these examples can be given. The ritual, the Vedic rituals are there. For many things, even as puja you do, a sankalpa you do. And Vedic rituals also have these problems. How? Because it's a karma, it's a ritual. Ritual means it's a series of activities you have to do. So you must have the right samagri. You must have the right samagri means materials to do the puja, to do the homa. Materials must be there. You must have the right shraddha. Doing it without proper shraddha also is a dosha, can create problems. The mantras have to be chanted properly. And if I don't know how to chant, I must look for a person who knows how to chant properly all these things. And he's constantly picking up the cell phone while he's chanting good mantras. Then that is also a problem. You have all these problems. Sometimes you have to tell that person, have you already spoken 3 times on the phone? Are you doing this puja or do you have a lot of pending items? Go ahead and finish the pending items and then come back. I'm willing to wait for 5 minutes, 10 minutes. I'm okay with that. I've told this couple of times. I told this to whom I thought was a very knowledgeable person, very committed person, but he was constantly talking on the phone. So dosha, pratyavaya dosha, and he won't get the dosha. I will get the dosha because I am the yajamana. Yajamana will get the papa and punya both. So these are all, and then dakshina has to be given, appropriate amount of dakshina. The brahmana has to be happy. And if he's not happy, then the ritual is incomplete. So these are all issues, even for a Vedic ritual. So doshas are possible. Nasha is possible. The Shastram says that if you don't perform the ritual properly, you not only will you not get the desired outcome, you can get papa. You can get papa. Shraddha is not there, all kinds of problems. I have to do it because it's all kinds of things. Anything can cause an opposite outcome. So Shankara is also explaining, is giving these examples too. Like agriculture and like Vedika karma, anything is possible. Any outcome is possible, and you may have to redo. You have to start the treatment again. All these things are possible. Krishna is saying what? In Karma Yoga, when it comes to the matter of Karma Yoga, these kinds of problems will not be there. Why? Because the attitude is what I'm looking for, and the attitude stays with me, and the power of attitude is so much that the actual action that you do and the actual result you get becomes less important. And it is this Antakarana Shuddhi that I am committed to. And it stays with me. Therefore, there is no Nasha. There cannot be any Nasha. How? Dharma. Somebody follows Dharma. That person is so dharmic that he or she will not cut corners. And he or she is willing to put up with difficulties. That person gets all the difficulties. Nasha. He suffers Nasha in all the activities. Because he won't bribe, he won't tell a lie, he won't do anything that most people do. But he doesn't think that I'm going through problems. It appears as though I'm going through problems, but really, dharmo rakshati rakshita. Correct? Dharmo rakshati rakshita. So keep that in mind. Like that here also, karma yoga. Pratyavayaha na vidyate. There is no possibility of opposite results. Pratyavayaha in this case, Swamiji says opposite results. And of course, avikramanashaha, no wasted effort. Okay. And swalpamapi asya dharmasya trayate mahato bhayat. Swalpam means a little bit. Even a little bit of this dharma. This dharma means this yoga. Asya dharmasya, of this yoga, of this dharma. Swalpamapi. Even if you can muster, even if you can begin to enjoy this attitude a little bit. Mahataha bhayat trayate. Mahataha bhayat trayate means what? Trayate. You may have heard trahimam, pahimam. Like that, you may have heard. So pahi, mam pahi, may you protect me. Mam trahi, same meaning, protect. So here trayate. Protects from what? Mahataha bhayat. Protects one from great fear. Fear is the issue. Fear of something or the other. So from great fear also, it protects. Protects one from great fear. So look at that. So here, ultimately, jnanam is what removes fear completely, uproots fear completely. But here, karma yoga is so important. And Swami Parvadhyananda ji says, Jayakumar, karma yoga. That is it. Karma yoga, one has to gain that attitude, gain that vision. Based on the vision, of course. Karma yoga will grow based on the studies we are doing. And that's it. That will take you all the way through. So karma yoga is so important. Which Krishna also is saying here in so many words. Karma bandham prahasyasi, he said earlier. Here he is saying, trayate mahato bhayat. And here, in the 6th chapter, Arjuna asks a question. Krishna, I like what I'm hearing. And so I'm now committed. My life has just changed now. Just in a few hours, few days, few weeks, my life has changed. You have changed my vision. I like it. and I'm going to, yeah, I'll do what I have to do with this new attitude, new vision, newborn knowledge. Now, what happens? Such a person dies suddenly. Oh, very interesting question Arjuna asked. Chinnabram eva nashyati. Arjuna is giving the example. The clouds are all moving as a group, and suddenly one cloud piece as though separates from the family and then it goes away. Goes away means what? Gets lost, because in the air a small cloud cannot stay for too long and it just disappears. Chinnabram eva nashyati. Pieces and pieces. Like this, is it possible, Krishna? Like that he asks. And Krishna beautifully answers that question. Partha naiveha namutra vinashastasya vidyate. He says that. We will see that. Tatra vinashaha na vidyate. That person will pick up the thread. Pick up the thread. That assurance Krishna gives. Nahi kalyanakrit kaschit durgatim tata gacchati. Hey tata, hey young man, no. Durgatihi is not possible for such a person. And then prapya punya kratan lokan, like that, Krishna goes, says that person will gain a better birth, etc., etc. is said there. So that assurance is there. Because why should Arjuna ask this question? Because karma yoga buddhi is there. So then with that buddhi, you can't have anxiety. I give up one type of anxiety, right? Anxiety of all the outcomes. And then now what? Oh, I want antakarna shuddhi. I'm not getting antakarna shuddhi. I'm still anxious. Why am I anxious now? Another type of anxiety. Anxiety about anxiety. Correct? So, another problem. So, no need to entertain such ideas. Karma yoga, karma bandham prahasyasi, swalpamapi dharmasya, asya dharmasya trayate mahato bhayat. Removes, protects you from even great fear. That is what Krishna says. What an assurance that is. So let's look at the shloka. As we complete the shloka, asti is the verb there. Na asti. First word is na. So we have to split the shloka. Neha, it says. You have to split it as na iha. Na iha. Iha means in this matter of karma yoga. Abhikrama nashaha. Iha abhikrama nashaha na asti. That is the way to split it. So in this literally it means in this. In this means what? In this life of karma yoga, there is no wasted effort. There is no waste of effort. Pratyevayaha na vidyate. Neither are or nor are the opposite results produced. Nor are opposite results produced. Because wasted effort and then opposite means what? Complete waste. Complete waste and potential, not just waste of effort. Potentially you have taken 3 steps back. I want to take 1 step forward, but I took 3 steps back. That is pratyavaya. Then swalpamapyasya dharmasya trayate mahatopayat. Even very little of this karma yoga, so dharmasya is translated as karma yoga. Even very little of this karma yoga protects one from great fear. In this, there is no waste of effort, comma, nor are the opposite results produced, full stop. Even very little of this karma yoga protects one from great fear. So now Krishna is saying another profound idea. He's telling us. We will see what that is. Verse number 41. Okay. What did we say? Priya. Vyavasayatmika.
Vyavasayatmika
buddhihi,
buddhihi,
ekeha,
ekeha,
kuru nandana,
kuru nandana,
bahushakha.
bahushaka,
So in fact, we should have said bahushakhaha,
bahushakaha,
hyanantascha,
hyanantascha,
buddhayaha,
buddhayaha,
avyavasayinam,
avyavasayinam,
vyavasayatmika buddhihi,
vyavasayatmika buddhihi,
ekeha kuru nandana,
ekeha kuru nandana,
bahushakha hyanantascha,
bahushaka hyanantascha,
buddhayo vyavasayinam.
buddhayo vyavasayinam.
Correct. So we several things, right? Some of you are not used to the language of Sanskritam. You're observing similar things here, right? Buddhirekeha. You see a word there which appears like, so it says Buddhirekeha. So really it is three words actually. Buddhihi eka iha. Buddhihi eka iha. Three words are there. If you split it. Then bahushakhaha appears like bahushakha. Then hyanantascha is again three words. He, anantaha, and cha. He, anantaha, cha. Then buddhayaha. And then avyavasayinam. So in the Sanskrit script, that there is a little circular S looking symbol. That symbol means that there is an akaraha there, there is the letter A there, which has dropped. That is the meaning of that symbol. Just to indicate to us that there was an A there. So it is avyavasayinam. Okay. So talking about means and ends. Means and ends. Let's see what that is. So we have already seen now how we came to this karma yoga. Why karma yoga is important. We've seen that. So trying to I have rough edges and trying to smoothen those rough edges. Now we are all dharmic. And of course, all that we dot the I's and cross the T's. But the Viveka, Vairagya, Mumukshutvam, Shamadhi, etc. There is that mastery that is needed, some discipline. And this, by the way, this adhikaritvam that I talked about, adhikaritvam means it is the qualities of an adhikari. That is what sometimes I say adhikaritvam. It's a noun form of adhikari. It's those attributes, the quality of being an adhikari is called adhikaritvam. So remind me if I did not explain a word and if you don't understand. So we saw Viveka, Vairagya, Shamadhi. So Viveka, Swami Paramarthanandaji calls it as discrimination. So we can say discriminative vision, because discrimination, especially with all this Black Lives Matter and all that. So in America, this word is a dangerous word, discrimination. So definitely we have, the Shastra has nothing to do with that. Means doesn't talk about discrimination. Discrimination in terms of whether I know what is important versus not important. That discrimination. So discriminative inquiry, first Viveka. Vairagya is dispassion. Okay. Shamadhi, Shamadama, Uparati. This sixfold virtues is discipline. Swami Paramarthananda. discipline. The last is mumukshutvam. Mumukshutvam. What is that? Desire for moksha. Why I'm thinking is 4 D's: discriminative vision, dispassion, discipline, and desire for moksha. So 4 D's, he reminds us that is adhikaritva. So we know that in order for me to gain that antakarana shuddhi, I am in this journey. I started with knowledge and now I end up with karma yoga. So this much is clear. That clarity is what Krishna is referring to by saying vyavasayatmika buddhi. This word vyavasaya, if you in Tamil Nadu and all, if you say vyavasayam means farming, agriculture. It's called vyavasaya. So some Bhagavad Gita books, they will translate this as this activity of agriculture. The very innocent people. You see how many innocent people teach Bhagavad Gita also. Bhagavan Bhashikara says, Nischayatmika buddhihi. A mind that is clear about what is what. Nischayatmika. निश्चय, जो बुद्धि निश्चय कर दिया कि मुझे यहाँ पर जाना है. This is my direction. This is where I need to go. This is what I want. I am very clear about it. That is called vyavasayatmika buddhi. That mind, the person who can enjoy that mind. Okay. Now, so what does he say here? Look at this. Vyavasayatmika buddhi eka iha kurunandana. So there is a single well-established, well-ascertained understanding. That single, that jnana, moksha onwards, then jnana yoga, karma yoga. That is the understanding that you must have. That is what he says. Karma yoga, there are many things. There is Ashtanga yoga is there. The country is blessed with this kind of a vision, Ashtanga yoga. And Bhakti yoga. Like this, we have so many. So, Upasana yoga is there. So each of us, every person has so many tools, as they say, to gain this antakarana shuddhi. And later on in 18th chapter, Krishna makes it easier. He says, Swakarmana tam abhyarcha. He says, if you do your karma, that itself is karma yoga. That itself is a worship of Ishvara. Swakarmana tam Ishwaram abhyarcha, he says. What a powerful statement it is. Look at that. Just by the fact that I am doing what is to be done, I am offering a worship of Ishvara. So that itself is karma yoga. There is nothing else needed. Like that he says later. So with so much available, there are so many so-called things you can do in order to build this attitude of karma yoga. But the buddhi ekeha kurunandana, there is only one vision. The clarity must be there. You must have this clarity. And when clarity is there, then whatever you do is directed towards that goal. Correct? And every successful company, if you look at it, and if you carefully look at what the thinking of that is going on in the mind of the CEO, of the head of the company, people who run the companies, you can see that person's vision, that person's clarity, and how they go about things, how they solve problems, how they foresee problems, and they are committed to certain thing. And then there are very good stories are there. I read a book called From Good to Great. And very nice book. Talks about how companies, good companies become great companies. That is the idea. But finally, what he talks about all boils down to not some idea to make a product, nothing. Making a product is become by the way. The idea is the values that the person possesses. That person drives down the entire corporate idea to values. So amazing it is. How the person looks at the employees as not workers and employees, but his own family. And I am committed to everybody's well-being. That thinking, only such people are successful, he says. And I love the book because he just came down to what is essential as opposed to just going after some index, some here and there. Okay. So in a company, you can see that single pointed vision. And why company? Even home. Even home, you look at homes which are functional and you ask them how are you managing this? And you find that the parents are all clear about what they want. And they will let go of things that are not important. I think something is important, for them that is not important. So amazing it is. All of us have seen it in our lives. So because they have this eka iha, eka buddhihi asti, nischayatmika buddhihi asti. They have this, they're very clear about what they want. That idea he's bringing here. And he says here in the next line, Bahushakhaha Anantaha Cha Buddhayaha Avyavasayinam. So we will see that in next class. So what about those who don't have this mind, don't have this clarity? Then he says their desires will be too many. Desires will be too many. Correct? If clarity is there, then all desires become just few desires, one desire, eka, Krishna says. But if clarity is not there, then my mind is constantly running after one thing or the other. That is what he's saying in the second line, which we will see in the next class. So today we completed this verse number 40. 39 was completed, 40 was completed. And in the verse number 40, Krishna is saying, he's praising Karma Yoga. He's saying this Karma Yoga is so important. You wanted to run away and you said knowledge. Just because I told you knowledge is good, it doesn't. Knowledge is the only thing that solves the problem fundamentally. That doesn't mean you give up what you're supposed to do. The Karma Yoga Buddhi is so important. It protects you from great fear. That was said in 40. And in 41, he is going to talk about this clarity of vision, the importance of the clarity of vision. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.